Diesel miles. Very nasty tickets if you don't have your diesel miles. Pie, Krispy Kreme, wild bean soy mocha. So I missed the turn off. I might stop and look in the bike shops. If I faff around too much, I'm going to be walking down to the hut in the dark. Faff. I got a bit lost. Oh dear, and now I'm in the wrong lane because I napped up there. We're going to go via Tikawiti because they've got really cheap gas there. In Tikawiti, it's less than $1 a litre. National Park now. I don't think I will hit the track until 5:30. Here we are at Owakuni. It's about 5 o'clock. It's about 20 past 5. Got some groceries, some steak, salt, oil, and it's gonna be cold up there. Pretty windy. Can you see the time of day? Anyway, that's where I'm headed. It's going to take me about 2 hours to walk down there, I'd say. Should have a good hour on the light. 6:11 now, and yep, I'm heading off, and hopefully it'll be a good trip and not one of my normal fiascos. Anybody who knows me well knows that my trips are not well organised and often go a little bit wrong, but it should be good. It's a bit snowy down there. If I get really cold, I'm going to put my raincoat on. I've got other warm gear, got plenty of warm gear, and as I say, I'm only going to be in amongst this for an hour before I drop below into the tree line, and then it should warm up a bit. All right, wish me luck. It's been a nice easy walk so far, and it's really pretty. My boots are going well. I oiled them, I sort of conditioned them again, gave them a good conditioning this afternoon before I used them, and so far the track is just like underwater pretty much. Must be a lot of snow melt, but so far my feet aren't cold, they're not wet, so these old boots they're still going okay, and yeah, pretty shot behind me. So I'm puffing a bit already. It's definitely cold when the sun goes behind the clouds. Also makes me think, oh, no, there's still plenty of sun, but yeah, definitely it's going to get cold fast once the sun goes down. And if I don't stop and do too many shots, just forgive me, because I just want to make sure I get down to the hut in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, clearly you can see I'm not that fit, which is weird. It's only a couple of weeks after I did that hike with Lenny where he thought I was quite fit. My pack's a lot heavier, so I think that's making a difference. The reason for that is obviously a bunch of camera gear, not a huge amount, but some stuff, and then extra clothes. I've got extra clothes in here, and I'm running 2 sleeping bags. I've got a brand new sleeping bag. It's a Cocoon -8 by One Planet. and the specs looked really good. So I'm going to compare it directly with my, I've got an old Mountain Design Travel Light 560, and that's supposed to be, the bottom of the comfort zone on that is -3. I'll keep going. I've got a little climb behind me, look. Yeah, it doesn't look that impressive on the camera, but it looks big enough for me. So I think it goes up over this ridge just here, goes along a bit, and then it starts to drop down a waterfall. And I'm trying to decide whether I'll drop down the waterfall or cut through the bush. I think I'm probably just going to drop down the waterfall, unless it's really icy and slippery and scary, because it can be pretty steep and nasty even normally. Anyway, enough yakking and a bit more walking. I'm off. They say conditions on the mountain can change really quickly, and it's not that easy to tell, but behind me, those clouds there, they're quite dark. Wind's coming this way, so I don't know, it could be snow clouds or a bit of storm or horrible maybe wind and stuff, but so it could be a condition change soon. So if that happens, I'll be putting on my raincoat to stop any wind and rain and wetness, and my gloves. You can stop a lot of heat loss through your hands and feet, and obviously your head, which is why I'm wearing a beanie. Often when people go unprepared, that's one of the things that'll kill them, is not having suitable gear to keep wet, and particularly wind off. If you get wet, even from sweat, and you can't keep the wind off you, it's a major recipe for hypothermia, and you can get hypothermia really quickly. Anyway, I'm going to make tracks, and look at me, I'm puffing. I'm puffing away here, but no, it's good. I'm really enjoying it. It's super pretty. Sunlight hitting the mountains up there. Yeah, real pretty. Really pretty. Look at that. Anyway, so super enjoyable so far. Yeah, less talky, more walky. Here's the valley I'm about to drop into. Gorgeous in the sunlight, just gorgeous. And yeah, the hut's just down there. It's not that far. Yeah, cool. So here's the first crossing. This is where you start heading down the waterfall. It's not that steep at this point, but it gets much steeper. And I wasn't going to stop much. I've only got about 20 minutes of light left, but I really want you guys to see this because it's fully pretty. I'll try and get a couple of other shots before completely in the dark. But yeah, onwards. Definitely. Oh, it's been so nice. I've been so lucky with the weather. So we're at the second water crossing. The main reason I've stopped here is not just to show you that, it gets much steeper after this, but just to point out that just in here somewhere, there's a track marked with a blue ribbon, and that takes you down through the bush, and you end up sort of no direct path, but you can go that way. It goes down to the hut, and passes some really gorgeous waterfalls and stuff. I'm going to bring you guys back that way because it's really nice. Don't have time to do it now, and obviously we'll be walking past here in the dark, so there's no point. But yeah, just thought I'd show that to you now. And I've got about maybe 15 minutes of light left. So yeah, I'll probably show you one more clip, and then next thing I'll be at the hut. See you later. we're into the last few rays of daylight. Yeah, it's pretty steep, pretty slippery. This is properly slippery. Basically we're down now, so pretty much just a walk to the hut. I think we've got another stream crossing at some point, but yeah, nothing that hard. Sometimes the boardwalk can be under a bit of water, so hopefully it won't be. Anyway, cool. So as I say, next time you see me, you'll probably be at the hut. Okay, so we've got 15 minutes to go according to the sign. I always get the name of this hut wrong. I've called it the Hurunui Hut. I've called it the Hurunui Hut. It's not any of those things. I don't know where I got that idea from. It is the Mangaturuturu Hut. I've been coming here for years. Yep, so, you know, no surprise there. I'm a bit of a plonker. There must be a reason why I thought this was called the Hurunui Hut. Maybe it's the Hurunui Valley or something. I have to check that out. And then I'll post something like along here to explain why I'm a bit of a numbskull. So a little bit of light left. But yeah, 15 minutes, I might make it without a torch. Awesome! So as you can see, it's very dark now, nearly no light on me and only a little bit of light on the mountain. Doing this take without the lapel mic, because I don't know if it's working because I dropped it in the river, the last river crossing. We're about 100 metres from the hut, so the next time you see me, there'll be a roasty toasty fire going and probably some steak on. As promised, sizzling steak, and there is a fire over there behind me. And so here we are at the Mangaturuturu Hut, and yeah, cooking some steak. Check this bad boy out. Pretty nice. It's a really awesome walk down. I'll drop my microphone in the water. I've already told you that. I'm an old man. I'm going to tell you the same story over and over again. But yeah, cool. So a bit of steak and then bed.